Greeting from King Mongkut University of Technology, Thonburi, Bangkok, Thailand. My name is Meechai Junpho. Today, I would like to present my research study with the topic of designing a programming course using Scratch programming environment to enhance system thinking skill for primary students. This is my agenda that I would like to talk today. Start with introduction, system thinking, benefit of system thinking, research purpose, Scratch programming environment, Raspberry Pi, code design, result, and finally, I would like to give the conclusion of my research study. Thai educational management aim at producing people and focus on the use of workers who possess the necessary knowledge, thinking skill, analytical skill, imagination, ability to learn new things, adaptability, ability to work and solve problems in highly competitive environment. To provide students with enriched learning experience, it is necessary to use appropriate teaching materials, especially in science and technology teaching, with each characterized by systematic thinking process. However, nowadays, it is found that most instructional practice report focus on memorization with relatively little experimentation led to a basic development in learners regarding their systematic thinking skill. Programming practice is an essential tool to empower problem solving, system thinking, and analysis and creativity. It allows the learners to express their thought through the created program and communicate to the user. Especially in the robotics field, students can learn from trial and error logically, recognize their mistake and error, be ready to solve various problems, and learn to apply their knowledge into practice until they gain a deeper understanding of the term practice by themselves. Looking closely through the core concept of Scratch programming language, it exhibited that this programming language was highly consistent with the 5-step system theory of thinking, such as input, processing, output, feedback, and environment. System thinking is the primary conceptual framework as a school of thought, as a holistic approach to problem solving and analysis. Consequently, in the system theory, systematic thinking connects individually key dimension of understanding thinking with their fundamental belief. Typically, common people already have certain quality of a systematic understanding of things in the world that congruent with the system theory. Nevertheless, these abilities seem to be performed well at different levels. Benefit of system thinking. It helps individuals to generate ideas, to reform the organization completely and effectively. It helps to coordinate and work with others in line with internal management process and system. It helps to solve problem and make the decision as well as effectively resolve conflict that will arise in the organization. It helps to investigate and observe the interactive process of change that will occur to the internal system. My research purpose draw on the viewpoint regarding the relationship between computer programming and system thinking, as well as acknowledge and understand how important scratch programming, which is able to enhance individual system thinking. The researcher aim to design a computer programming course using robots in order to enhance students' system thinking. Scratch programming environment. The Scratch software is a great way to get young people start with programming and develop a general interest in computing. Scratch is an easy to use block-based visual programming software that can run on Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi, which is a credit card size single board computer or a series of small single board computers to represent the robot. This is the result of my course design. We divided the course into 4 weeks. First week, we focus on introduction to Scratch and Raspberry Pi. Second week, we teach about how to apply code command to control key motor. Third week, we teach students to write code in order to read infrared sensor data. To read infrared sensor data. And the final week, which is the heart of this course, we merge all the lessons from the previous week and put into practice with robot. Further, in each week, we apply the 5 steps of system theory into design and development of the course. The first step of system theory is input. In this step, instructor introduce topic of the specific week. The second step is process. Instructor explain the lesson and show the real practice to students. After that, students practice with the test that instructor provide. The third step is output. The output here refer to the knowledge that students gain. The next step is feedback. Instructor provide the feedback regarding students' practice as well as clarify all the curiosity of the student. The final step of the system theory is environment. Instructor and students summarize the content. For conclusion, the programming course presented how the Scratch programming environment was in parallel with the system thinking process. In the future, experimenting and testing the proposed design programming course using primary school students as the sample group in terms of the determining effectiveness of the proposed course regarding the improvement of system thinking will be conducted. Here is the reference. Thank you for paying attention. สวัสดีครับ